Hey all, Jason here with Day Train Fearless. In this video, we're going to talk about supply and demand zones. Also, I call them trade zones, which are essentially the same thing. We're going to look at drawing them with market profile, a different variation of drawing trade zones. Now, I do have a video course that teaches you how to draw these supply and demand zones normally without market profile. But in this video, I'm actually going to take it one step farther and show you how you could draw these different type of trade zones with market profile. So let's jump right into it. And right here, I actually have a 30-day, 30-minute market profile chart. So if we go into the studies, okay, it's just a regular market profile, okay, that you could search for. I will leave a link down below in the description so you guys can actually have a copy if you want to download it for free. So go for it. But essentially, there's nothing else on this chart, right? So what we're going to look for is we want to really look for levels of where price is traded kind of sideways action, right? We could see price traded sideways right here. We could see price traded sideways right here. And then we see prices really traded sideways right around here. Now, when we see these type of levels, one of the things we want to do is go, hey, let's just go right around the 50% level. And usually that's where our point of control is going to be, right? That's where the most volume that's traded is usually going to be around those levels, right? So let's say this was a supplies or supply and demand zone right here. Well, if we look and we draw this all the way out, look at what happened, right? Price kind of went sideways. We fell, came back, and look at this. Right around the base of this, right, the support level, price came up and got rejected, pulled back, came up into it, chopped around for a little bit, and then had a double top and then failed. Okay, we're not doing anything crazy with the supply and demand zones with market profile, right? We're just looking for where is probably the most relevant place for price to go, right? Once it's either fallen or risen. So let's kind of zoom out. I'm going to change this from a 30-day to a 90-day, right? So we could see a lot more. So let's remove this. And now let's look for other potential supply and demand zones, right? Again, we're just looking for sideways action. Right here, we have a little bit of sideways action. Okay, all we do is we're going to extend it. So we see kind of up, down, right, prices going to kind of bouncing around. It fails, okay? And as it fails, what does it do? It pulls back, right? Then it rallies to the base of it, kind of just barely misses this level right here, okay? So, and then price fails again, makes a new low, and as we come back up into this trade zone, okay, what happens? Price kind of rallies into it and then fails back down, right? So one of those things is here would be a great trade as price came back in to retest all of this sideways action. Then guess what? Price fails. Also, if we actually look right here, we see, and we're going to just zoom in to this level, we could see this is what's called a VPOC, right? A naked virgin point of control for market profile. And if we just kind of draw a line here, okay, because what happens is the very next day price gaps or opens, goes lower, never comes back to retest it, right? That's what makes it a virgin point of control, is it never does a retest of that level, right? And then it takes a while, but then when price does rally, look at where we rally directly to that point of control. Price pauses and then pulls back, right? So one of the things that we could really look at doing is seeing all this sideways action. We had a double top up here, a complete failure, right? If you guys have watched my other videos, I usually call this the M pattern, M for meltdown. Okay, well, guess what? We can now draw a trade zone right here into this level, right? And we're just using the market profile to enhance, okay, once we get into the trade zone, where could we look to short this, right? Knowing that, hey, look at how far we've ran up. Maybe it needs a break and it needs a pullback. Well, guess what? Let's look for any virgin points of control on the market profile. We found one. Price comes right to it, overshoots it by about a point or two, and then reverses. Great trade right there. Let's look for another example here. So I'm going to zoom back out. And let's look for maybe some more sideways action. We could even say, yeah, here, let's look right here, right? We could say here is some sideways action right here, okay? And here is our virgin point of control, this yellow line, right? So what does price do, right? We kind of go sideways, we break out, goes higher for a couple days, and then we gap back down. Well, look where we gap right back down to, and the sell-off goes right near the point of control, right? Comes right into it. What does it do? It rallies. That's good. Looks like almost a good, we'll say 20 some odd point rally. Okay, and so we could see that price comes up and then fails, comes back, churns around the same point of control. So even if you got here, got long, it really didn't do anything. It just kind of churned sideways and then failed. But the first trade is what we want to look for, or the very first touch, right? And then price goes sideways. So let's look for maybe another one. I would definitely probably say even this area right here, right? Nice little sideways action. And this is one where we really first start to talk about. But look at this, right? If we come over here and we look at this point of control, price comes, right? It fails. We go sideways, gap up above, gap down below, comes back in to the zone, right? But look at this area right here, point of control, and then we see price kind of churn, go up a little bit, come down, but you could have gotten a nice short on the very first touch over here. So hopefully this video kind of helps of how to draw trade zones with market profile. Now, I also teach how to draw trade zones a little different, right? Those are in my video course. It's $99, a one-time payment, but you get over 7 hours of video course content, and you also get my S&P Emini weekly trade zones. And I actually teach you how I draw the trade zones. And the way I do it for my S&P weekly futures is I do not do them with market profile, right? So there's another little technique. That's why this video is really kind of different from what I normally do. But it's something I want to throw out there if you're looking for kind of different levels to look for using market profiles. So hopefully this really helps you guys. As always, thank you for watching my videos, and we'll talk to you soon.